So guys, I wasn't gonna do any hunting today. I was just relaxing in the house, and um, I checked Pop Finder, and apparently there's a Ninja Turtle 2-pack in here. So let's hope the employee, because we know it's in the back, let's just hope the employee helps us out. Also, I think there's some other stuff in here, so we're gonna check it out. But wish me luck, guys. So guys, turns out I'm out of luck because the one that they had is hidden somewhere in the store because it's still popping up. Somebody hid it, and then the Marvel Venom wave is actually street dated, so I'm SOL right now. Well, but to hit up the GameStop, there's literally a GameStop across the way, so I'm gonna go over there, see if we can find anything. Really unfortunate, but what can you do? These damn turtles. You know, everybody wants them. So, best I could do is buy on eBay or wait till there's like an online restock or something and pick them up. But other than that, nope, nothing I could do about it. So, hey guys, we are right here at my local mall, which is the Harlem Hip. Let's see what they have. The Target's like right in there, so let's see if they have anything. Guys, remember when I said always stop at the last stop? Even if you're gonna quit and you're thinking about it, always stop at the last stop because they just restocked on a lot of Predator figures. But the best one is actually right here. The Alpha Predator. Yes, I've been looking for that. So I'm gonna pick up those two. They got other ones right here too. The Jungle Hunter. They got the Armored Lost Predator. They even restocked on the T-1000, the Motorcycle Cop. It's actually a cool one. I'm not going to pick it up, but yes, I'm happy to pick up these three. And then we got some Jason figures right here. But yeah, that is about it. Well, yep. Just a couple more down there. Let's see what else. Terminator. So yeah, we're gonna pick up these three. I got a big Cubone down here. So yeah, we scored. So guys, you guys saw we waited till the stores and we picked up a few items. So one of the first ones we picked up was one that I actually wasn't really gonna pick up, but I seen it and I was like, man, this looks pretty awesome. Just FYI, I am not the biggest Halo guy. Even though I love Halo, Halo is actually a pretty good game. As if you're an Xbox fan, you know Halo is god tier. But I've been a PlayStation fan my whole life, so I wasn't really buying. Like, I never had the Xboxes. I had an Xbox, but I never really played like any of the Halos. I did play the Halos, which completely don't make sense to what I'm saying right now. But like I'm saying, I never like completely dived into the story modes. So, but I do know Master Chief is huge in the Xbox world, and there was no way I wasn't gonna pass up him because he's still, no matter what, is an iconic character, and I am so dived into iconic characters. So there is that. The best thing about this is it includes a game add-on, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, he comes with a big rifle and a pistol. With all different accessory on the hands as well. And then here is the back, which has Spartan, MK, I don't know, Roman numerals, and then Spartan MK5, I know that one, with accessories. So, and then CAT B320. So those are the other ones that are in this wave. This is made by Jazzwares, so actually pretty awesome. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna collect the whole line. I just really wanted this Master Chief, so pick that up. And then we were in the Well, I bought it at the same Target, but we went into the NECA section and we picked up a few badass items. And one of them, because my Target restocked on a lot of Predators, so we have the Fugitive Predator. There is one that, because I wasn't picking up Predators at that time, so here is how he looks. And yes, he looks so badass. I really love the armor that comes to it. He has different blades, different hands, accessories, and another head sculpt. So it has the one showing the actual Predator head, and then one with the helmet. So I'm so down for that. So there is that one. And then there is Ultimate Armor Lost Predator. So here's another one that I wanted to pick up. And I really love the armor look to it. You know, he has the... Actually, this picture right here sold it. I'm not gonna lie. This picture sold it right here. I love to get that look. You know, he has the long blade. He has the throwing thing. He has the different hands to grip the blade. He has two other head sculpts. So yeah, looking so badass. And then here is the back as well as the front. So badass to pick those up. And last but not least, the one figure that I wanted to pick up, the one that I put I was there on Target waiting for it to drop, and it sold out instantly, and it was the Alpha Predator. I'm surprised to see it restocked. It's actually pretty awesome to see this as well. I believe it was a Pixel Dan interview with Randy Falk where he first showed off the Predator in that video. He showed this up, and I was sold instantly. The way he was describing it, I was like, yo, I need that, man. That sounds so badass. But here is the front, and then here is the back. So yeah, instantly sold on it. Yeah, I cannot wait to get to the unboxing, so let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so when you take him out of package, this is how he looks. Now here's a close-up on the helmet. I noticed right here the paint app is a little bit messed up, so you can see it's kind of going into the green part of the helmet, so that's really unfortunate as well. And then this is how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look a little bit weathered, as you guys can tell from the little white paint, and it's going all over his whole body. So here is a side look of the helmet, and then here is, let me put this straight, the back look of it. So yeah, those are good shots if you want to get an example of how he looks. So there is that. And then another thing is that they didn't put two trigger hands. So with the hand I got using that's holding the rifle is this hand, because with the rifle, it has this open piece right here, as you guys can see, and it slides in perfectly. But the problem is he don't hold it. I mean, he holds it perfectly, but it's always gonna fall out until you hold it in a certain position. And the arms are real easy to pop off. So I believe there was a video that I had where I showed, you know, the rifle. There was a rifle in a package that was kind of bended, and the arm was taken off. But I noticed when I was messing around with the figure, see how easy it is to pop the arm right off. But it's real easy to plug back in, but that's pretty annoying. This arm, not so much. This arm is not popping out as much. So there is that. So here's a side look of the arm. And I love the little added details that they put going around. But the problem is these big gigantic holes that are showing in his whole body. Now he has, it looks like a switch on his back. What is that? No, it's not a switch. It's just a giant piece hanging out on the back of his. I wonder why the Jazzware do it like that. But yeah, so here's a close-up on the chest piece of armor. And yes, it has 117. I love the black scrapes as well as the white scrapes as well. It has two pieces that look like it's holding up the armored chest as well. Then still don't know what the hell this piece is. It's not a switch or anything. It's just a big plug that's hanging on the back of his whole chest area. Then here is the other side of the armor as well. Then the hands. There's pretty nice detail on the hands as well. As well, going down to his chest. I love the black on the inside. You know, it has the little scales right there. And then when it comes down to his legs, you know, he has all these little added pieces that actually looks like there's somebody wearing the armor, so that looks pretty cool as well. And then when it comes down to the feet, this is how the bottom foot looks. This can bend up and down, so there is that. And yeah, got a little swivel. Let's mess around with articulation. Yeah, he is really articulate when it comes down to that. Let's see the abs. Oh, he's limited right there. Super limited on the stomach. There's that. Let's see the head. Yeah, the head, he can't turn that whole 360 because of this big shoulder piece or the chest piece in the middle. So yeah, there is that with this figure. But overall, it's a good, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this figure. I think it's kind of meh, to be honest with you, but I just love the design of it. I think the helmet, if it wasn't for the helmet, it kind of sells it for me. But if it was a figure I probably would know nothing about, I probably would have left it on the shelves, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's switch on to the other Predators. Okay guys, so when you take him out of box, this is how he looks, at least with the head sculpt. So I really love this design. This is the Fugitive Predator, by the way, just for in case some of you guys are wondering. I love that this little detail on the inside of that, so it makes it look like there's something on the inside. The Predator movies is one of my favorites growing up as a kid. If you ask anybody that knows me, they will tell you how much I love these movies, man. I don't know why it took me so long to get into these NECA figures, but man, I love Predators. I hate the new movie that came out recently with the dogs, with the stupid dogs. It ruined everything, but yeah, I really love the design on this helmet. It looks so badass. I would prefer the dreadlocks to be a little bit longer so that it's draping over his shoulders, but there is the back of it. The dreadlocks look good though, I'll give it that. Really love the design of this as well. And then here is the side look of the Predator. So yeah, there is that. Here is how the other head sculpt looks. And man, look at that. That looks so badass. I really love this design as well. The eyes fit perfectly with this. I love that the eyes are centered. They're not a little slight off to the right. I mean, the right eye kind of is a little bit, but it's still perfect how I would imagine it as well. Love the teeth. Got the pink on the inside of the mouth. And then, you know, he got the fangs on the side. Then on the side of the head, you know, he got all these burnt marks on his head, as well as the dreadlocks on the back as well. Man, I just love the design of this figure, man. It's so badass. But like, I'm not going to use this head sculpt on this figure, but I want to show this off. And then we can mess around with the other hands as well. But like I said, I'm probably just going to use these hands and switch it out so that he could actually hold the blades, or I could plug in the blades on his hand. So there is that. But I am switching back to this thing because I love my Predators with the actual helmets. But one of these figures I'm going to display with the actual Predator head. Okay guys, so this is how the hand looks, and yeah, it looks so cool, man. I love the burnt design on the hands. Guess the claws, even though the claws aren't centered, but oh well. What can you say about it? I really love the designs on both of these on the hands. I won't be look at the extra little scales on this. I think NECA did a real good job when it comes down to the scale on this, and then it fits with the arms. But I am gonna switch back to the armored hands, but I wanted to show that off, and then I'll use the blades, and then we'll look at the entire figure in its entirety. Okay, guys, so my favorite thing about this whole damn figure is just the armor, man. The armor really does it for me. These are how the blades look. The blades come right in. This one is kind of hard to plug in because they're so close to each other. So you're going to kind of try to force it in as well. Then he has his little blades, his little circle disc blades that are so cool as well. Like I said, here's some close up on the armor looks, and man, these are so badass. Going down to his body, to his legs as well. He has the armored leg pads as well as the thigh pads as well, and yeah, looking so badass. Then here's a back shot of, see what I mean? They just fall right out of there, right out of the socket. And then here is the back look of these, and yeah, they have, you know, the little scales, the small little minor detail designs as well as the back piece towards his bottom. And then yeah, looking so badass. And then I gotta show off the feet. Can't have a Predator not show off the feet. But yeah, so badass. So here's the final look of this Predator, as well as, how can I forget the little blaster on his shoulder. So there is that. But one final look of this Fugitive Predator. Hey guys, so this is how this head sculpt looks, and yeah, it's actually pretty good. I love the little scales on top of the head. Got some crazy designs on the inside of it. It looks like broken hearts. But there's a little bit red to it as well. Then close up on the eyes. The eyes are a little bit crazy. The mouth on this one is actually hiding, but you can see the bones coming out of the actual fangs. So that's pretty cool. Then here is a side look of how he looks, as well as the back. And yes, you guys can see, already see he has the big holster for the sword if you don't want to use the big blaster, as well as here's the other blaster. So that's actually pretty dang big, and I really like this. So when I was opening it up, it turns out that they're actually a LED fixture in one of the masks, which is most likely this one. So we're gonna mess around with that. You guys know I'm definitely gonna mess around with that, but I wanted to show off this head sculpt. And then here is the other one as well. So this one has the open mouth, and look at those eyes, man. A little bit terrifying on this. I really like this head. But like I said, guys, unfortunately, I probably won't be using these. You know what? On a Fugitive Predator, I could probably mess around and use the head, or I could just buy extra when I use these heads, because I just love Predators. That I will buy extra ones. But yeah, it's so badass. I really love it. So we're gonna mess around with the other head sculpt, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna tell you guys, one mistake that I did was there was actually a little piece that you actually like you pull that's on top of the head. I don't recommend pulling that, because if you do, you can pull it out just to not have it there, but it's gonna actually pop open the head, and the small little tiny batteries that are on the inside can and will fly out, like it happened to me. And they're so small that probably there's a good chance of losing them. So there is that. But really love this LED design. That's so cool. And you just press this top button right here, and it turns on. Of course, you could hold it down and then it will stay on. So there is that. But yeah, we're just gonna leave that on for now. Like, holy crap, so badass. I really like this figure already. Now I kind of wish the blade would light up. That would be awesome, but it don't. So we'll just leave it like that. You know, you can't have it all you want, but there is that. So we're gonna mess around with this figure. So it has this little thing that he throws, his disc, that has blades at the end of this. What do you call this? I don't know what you guys call this. Like his, I don't know the exact word for that. But we're gonna mess around with it, and I'm gonna put the actual hands so he can actually hold the sword. So we'll be right back. And then look at the entire figure. Okay, so this is how the blade looks, and it's a real long blade. But I love the design to it. It has orange look to it as well as black and gray. So actually he has two hands that holds the blades perfectly. Now the only problem is the actual throwing blade thingy, whatever you want to call that, frisbee disc or disc blade, whatever you want to call it. Actually the hands don't actually hold it perfectly. So what you can do is, you see how it has two open pieces, you could try to slide it into one of the fingers and then hold it in certain positions so where it looks like he's actually holding it. But yeah, for right now I'm just gonna leave that off. And then here is the whole body, so mess around with it. You know, he has the greens on the inside as well. Here's the back look of this. You know, this blaster on his thing is actually pretty dang big, right? But I love the design to it. It's actually so dope. And let me just turn this off. Here is the head without the lights on, so it looks so badass. I really love this design as well. Then here is the pant, the bottom towards his waist, so it has, you know, the disc looking so badass. I love the scales, not the scale, yeah, the scales on the inside of it too, so badass. But then here is the thigh pads as well as the leg pads and the feet. Can't have the Predator and not show off the feet, guys. So there is that. But yeah, one final look of the Lost Predator, or whatever, what's it called? Ultimate, yeah, the Lost Predator, Ultimate Armored Lost Predator. So badass that it has an LED feature. Come on guys, look at that. If you don't have this figure, pick it up, guys. Seriously, so dope. Okay guys, so when you take him out of box, this is what he looks like. You know, he has the crazy helmet right here. He has the bones going all around looking so crazy. And there's the big bone blade. It has scales going all around. I really love the design. Then here is the bottom piece where it looks like he has his little dagger thrower and then a hook blade. So that's actually pretty awesome. And then some other hands to grip the accessories. But really love the design to this figure already. And I'm not sure which head I'm gonna use. I think the okay, in this picture, right, it has this thing. I don't think I'm gonna use this head. So maybe this is the first one I'll use with the actual default head that goes with it, and I can have him standing over his helmet. So there is that. But I really love this Alpha Predator look, the design to it as well. Man, so badass. I can't wait to take him out of package and mess around with him. Okay guys, so when you take him out of box, this is how he looks. And yeah, I mean, it's a real good design. I really liked it. The eyes could have been a little bit more painted out because it's kind of hidden beneath all the layers of the thick bone or whatever, and the actual head. So it has all his you know, his dreadlocks or whatever you want to call those. And I really love the scales on top of the head. That's so badass. So the thing about this one is, right, he has these plugins on the bones of his hands. So those look so badass. I really like the design of these claw thingies. But here's a back look of the back of his head. So let's see. This could go up, but then you have the design right here, right on the back. That's so cool. I really like that as well. So like I said, it's flowing all over the place. But yeah, I probably will use these heads. The claw hands can go up. So he does have other accessories for the hands as well. So you're gonna mess around with this figure to get him to hold the big bone spear, you want to call this. So there is that. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to mess around with the other figures as well. Then he has this throwing disc dagger, whatever you want to call this, throwing disc, blade. So he has that. Then he also has another plug-in. So the plug-in for this one goes on this hand, but it looks like there's no plug-in for the other, for the bone hand. But this one looks like an actual bone. I really like that. Man, it's just the small little details. I really like that. But so I'm not gonna use that piece, but I'm gonna try to mess around with the other hand and try to get him to actually hold the other accessory. And so yeah, we're gonna mess around. So this is how he's holding the spear and the hook blade. So yeah, you could actually push this up if you want. I'm just holding it down so it actually fits on the camera, because this is actually pretty dang long. And this part can actually come off, so you can if you're trying to put the hands in, you're definitely gonna have to try to take this off, but this just plugs right back in. It's real easy. And as well as this, so you could try to mess around, get it in certain positions. I really love that about this as well. And then we can mess around with the actual other helmet. So let's mess around with it and see how that plugs in. So yeah, this is how he looks with the helmet. So like I said, guys, I'm not gonna use the helmet, but I just wanted to get a close-up look on it. And yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm just gonna take it out. But it does plug right in. So there is the inside of it. You could just plug it in. I'm gonna have mine kind of like he's standing over it or something, or beneath it. So yeah, it's so badass. Like I said, man, when it comes down to the design of this figure, man, it's so badass. Let me try to stretch the arms out so we can get a look at the body. It has this piece, which is kind of loose on it. I kind of wish this was a little bit tighter on it, but it has all these crazy bones accessories going all across his body, his chest, underneath his arms. And then here's a back shot of it. Kind of love the design going down. It kind of looks like molded in fur, but it's so badass. I really like that. As well as the color, you know, the color is really unique. Here is the throwing thing, which I'm not gonna use because I'm already using the accessories. And then it has the little skull emblem on his, you know, his little waist or whatever, and then going down to his body, you know, he has the bones, thigh pads, and well as the leg pads as well. Got bones on his leg pads as well. So there's that, and then there's the feet. I know you guys are waiting for the feet, so there is the feet. But guys, this is so badass. I really like this figure. I really love all these Predators figures. To be honest with you, they all look so badass. I don't know why it took me so long to get into collecting Predators, because I absolutely love these movies. I just don't know why I wasn't collecting. But you guys know how I am. Once I get into collecting one line, I try to finish that line as much as possible before I just jump into other lines. So that could be a reason why. But guys, yeah, we are not done with this video, because I got a special clip for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy that.
You ready for it?
Round 1, fight! Predator wins. Fatality.
Okay guys, one final look of all of them together. And yeah, so badass. I mean, come on, look at this. So dope. I really love these, man. All of them together is so badass. Even though Halo don't kind of fit with this. And then here's a close-up of the Fugitive as well. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that clip as well. Guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did enjoy this, please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button. Helps the channel out tremendously. Keeps me motivated to keep doing videos just like this one. If you guys did enjoy this one, tell me which one was your favorite Predator. If you like the movies, which was your favorite movie? I'd love to know down in the comment section down below. Be pretty awesome to find out which one you guys love, or you guys don't even like Halo. Predator. Maybe you guys are alien people. Maybe you guys love the aliens more than Predators. Who knows? Which side are you on? I would love to know down in the comment section down below. But also, if you guys play Halo, I'd love to know if I actually have some subscribers who are gamers. That would be pretty interesting to find out as well. Maybe tell me a little bit about Halo. I really don't know much about it, but got an awesome figure, Jazzware. Jazzware is a little bit, I mean, they're kind of on and off. I know people love their Fortnite figures, but to me, I think they're kind of hit and miss. The last couple of Jazzware figures I've bought who haven't been, to be honest, haven't been the best. The last ones I did buy was the UFC, and you guys saw how that was, especially that John Jones. But guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the like and the subscribe button. I'm not sure when this video is going to upload, but we are so close to Halloween, so my favorite time of the year. I really love Halloween. But you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and see you guys later.